We got some great news for states that want to keep their definition of marriage. Bruce Housknecht is judicial analyst for Focus on the Family. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Stuart.
Let's talk about this. What happened at the Sixth Circuit?
Well, it is some really good news. 4 states, Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee, and Kentucky had their marriage amendments overturned, struck down by lower courts. Yesterday, the Sixth Circuit, which is the last and highest appellate court before the Supreme Court, upheld those marriage amendments against those lower court rulings. That means that traditional marriage is still the law of the land in those 4 states.
And they made a very strong case for courts staying out of this area, that the states should decide.
This opinion written by Judge Sutton is written so well that anyone, especially non-lawyers, should take this up and read it, because it explains the role of the courts, the role of the legislatures, the will of the people, constitutional rights, how those all mesh together to decide these very difficult cases. It's a really good read.
And we'll make sure we put a link for that in the summary to this interview. Many experts are saying this will give the Supreme Court a reason to take up these marriage cases and to maybe perhaps rule once and for all. Is that good news or bad news?
Well, it is good news that we're finally going to get an issue before the Supreme Court for resolution. It may not be a good resolution, but it will be a resolution. You'll remember that in October, the Supreme Court denied cert, which meant they didn't want to hear the appeal on several states' marriage amendments that had been struck down. And we all assumed that it was because there was no circuit split, there was no contrary decision. Well, this decision out of the Sixth Circuit gives us a contrary decision that supports marriage. Everyone thinks now this is going to go to the Supreme Court.
Very good. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Stuart.